Start, sir. Hello, friends. My name is CS Dr. Nitin Jain, working as an assistant professor, Department of Commerce at SNJB's KK Charts, SMGL Commerce, and SPHJ Science College, Chandwad. Viewers, I am very excited to bring back to you one another important new topic, that is Indian Contract Act 1872. In that, we are going to study at the first the nature of contract in the part 1. This act presentation is divided into various parts. Of that, we are studying today the part 1, nature of contract. We know that there is a huge importance or significance of the commercial laws, and in that this is one of the great act where we have to face every now and then as a era of competition. Now let us look at the content of our today's presentation, nature of contract. First, we have to understand the definition given in the section 2 subsection H of the Indian Contract Act 1872. The meaning of contract or the definition of contract. What is that? As per section 2, a contract is defined as an agreement. Means what? There is an agreement. First one element is agreement. Then second condition is what? Enforceable before the law. Means what? We can say that any agreement which is legally binding or which can be enforceable by law or before the law. Means agreement which has certain conditions which are given in the Indian Contract Act. That condition has been fulfilled. That is called as the essentials of the contract. That time that agreement becomes the enforceable. Means the definition of contract includes agreement plus enforceability of that agreement by the law, or we can say that enforceability. Then second definition given there is the agreement. These are the concepts we are going to deal in our next various presentations. That's why we must be clear with this basic definition part. Section 2 subclause E of the Indian Contract Act defines agreement. What it tells? Promise or set of promises forming consideration for each other. In the contract there are minimum 2 parties, that is the basic essential condition, and either of the parties giving promises to each other. That set of promise or promise is called as agreement in between them. Mean promise given by one party to other, and that forms the consideration, and the promise given by the other party to the first one party, that is the consideration. That's why it is called as the set of promise or promise, and that is known as agreement as per this act. Now in the previous definition we have seen the agreement in the definition of contract. Then in the agreement we have seen the concept of promise. So we have to study the promise, meaning of promise or the definition of the promise as per Indian Contract section 2B. What is promise? When a person made a proposal, of course, for contract there should be proposal, there should be offer to another to whom proposal is made. Means when there are 2 parties, someone is making proposal and it is made to the other party. If proposal is assented, if other party has accepted, that means he has given the promise. Means acceptance to the offer is necessary. When there is assent to the offer, it is called as promise as per section 2B. Now we will move ahead. Next concept. In the last definition we have seen the set of promise, then we have seen offer. Now we have to see the meaning of offer as per section 2 subclause A. When a person made a proposal, when he signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing something. अगर वहाँ कोई बंदा उसका प्रपोजल देता है, उसमें वो क्या बताता है? उसका विलिंगनेस रिगार्डिंग व्हाट, कोई बात वो शायद करना चाहेगा, करेगा, या वो करने को खुद से रोकेगा, टू डू और टू अब्सटेन डूइंग समथिंग. That is called as offer as per section 2A. Very simple. Means offer should be there and offer should be as per the section 2. What does it mean? The person who is giving offer, he is telling other person that he is ready to, he is willing to do something, or he is not, he is abstain from doing something. That's why from the above definitions given in this act, we can draw simpler meaning of the agreement that is shown in the form of equation. Agreement is equal to offer plus acceptance. Means for agreement there should be the presence of these two important elements. One is the offer and other is the acceptance. Every offer should be accepted, then that becomes the agreement. Now what we call it, for this there is a terminology in the Latin word consensus ad idem. According to section 13, it is meant that meeting of minds or identity of minds. मीन्स जैसे जहां दो बंदे हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के अंदर, एक बंदा जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्रेजेंट कर रहा है, जो एग्रीमेंट के लिए उसको ऑफर प्रेजेंट कर रहा है, जो उसको मीनिंग उसके पीछे एक्सपेक्टेड है, वही सेम मीनिंग रिसीविंग पार्टी ने उसमें से ड्रॉ करना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स देयर शुड नॉट बी द कॉन्करेंस ऑफ माइंड, देयर शुड नॉट बी डिफरेंस, देयर शुड बी मीटिंग ऑफ माइंड्स, राइट. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज consensus ad idem. To form a contract, to form an agreement, consensus ad idem is necessary. Now from the above discussion we can draw a simple definition of the contract. The contract is what? Agreement plus enforceability before the law. In the diagram you can see that one circle depicting the agreement, other circle is depicting legal obligations, and when these both the terms are present, then that agreement is collectively called as contract. Any agreement having legal obligation can be turned out into a contract. So all contracts are agreements, but all agreements are not contract. We can say that when all contracts are agreements, but all agreements are not contract. Why this is? Because sometime when there is a contract, there should be the presence of agreement, but few agreements are such type of, there should not be a existence of enforceability before the law. For example, if I am giving a offer to any party for committing any illegal act, there is agreement, the party is accepting my proposal. In consideration to that, he is giving me certain sort of assistance or promise to do that thing, and I am offering him money. But that act or that agreement between us is missing the content of legal obligation. If he is not doing his part, if he commits breach of contract, I cannot drag him into the court. Why? Because there is the lack of enforceability. Legally, our agreement cannot be brought down to the contract, and so that's why I cannot bring down or brought down this agreement. If it is the breach, I cannot bring it to the court. Friends, now as we have seen the different concept definitions given as per the Indian Contract Act under section 2, in the coming lecture we will discuss the essentials of valid contract as per section 10. We will discuss in detail. Till then, thank you. If you like my video, kindly subscribe our channel of our college and also like my videos. Thank you.